Up, 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 up. In the club, pocket dog, hey.
Yo, what's good, y'all? I am OMA, one who may ascend, and today we are discussing behind the lyrics, behind the music video of our new single, Clarity. There's a lot to cover with this song, especially regarding the time frame, the intention behind the track, the purpose of me writing it, and everything. And like every song that for me is like a chapter, in this journey of your life. If your life was a book, like each song for me is like a chapter that just encapsulates that time period. So to give you all some context in regards to what I was going through, what the world was going through at the time of me writing this, because although it is more relatively recent, it was a little bit of time ago. So I wrote this in 2020. I was having like a creative peak. I was coming off of like quite a lot of songs and that we were writing and everything. But to give you some context, obviously like this is 2020. This is like in the height of the pandemic. Because I was able to. There's a lot of space. I had a lot of space, a lot of time to myself. So a lot of creativity was incubating and just breeding. So I had a lot of time, space, energy, and effort to just invest into the music and everything. Like I said, we were going through a pandemic. My mom was actually on her deathbed. This was near the end of the year. It's like the last quarter. I don't know specifically which month. If I had to guess, it'd probably be like November of 2020. I think around in that time. So like this song for me was like really a therapy session, as you could tell, like even by the serenity, the serene vibes of the nature of the song. Shout out to Anno Domini, the production team and everything like that. I think I had wrote this, actually this was a contest submission for their like best rapper alive contest or whatever that they were hosting that year in 2020. But it was, for me, it was also a therapy session. Wasn't necessarily interested in, yeah, it would have been nice to win or place or anything like that. But I don't really write songs for the intention of, external validation. Really, it's really about me. If I could heal or help somebody, in the way of delivering, offering my creativity, I think that's a win-win. You know. But like I said, yeah, my mom was dying at the time. Um, when I had wrote it, we actually filmed it, the music video, in well, it was like a park in LA, and it was after the funeral. So it was around that time. It was definitely January. My mom actually passed on January 6th, the same day as the Capitol riots. And then I think we were definitely filming by the end of that month, later and everything. So I took a break early January. I think I took two breaks around that time. One to go and visit back home, Texas and everything. What month was that? I think that was in December. And then I think I was back out there for the funeral in January. Then I think I went out there again in June of 2021. You know, I think that's about right. If I get my timeline mixed up and everything like that. But let's get into these lyrics. Before I proceed into the lyrics, I want to say that I consider this to be like a part three of a series. I don't know whether to call it like an EP or just a state of consciousness, a continuous stream of consciousness. I would consider Darkness. Many of you know who Darkness, the song, one of our biggest songs. If you don't know it, definitely make sure you check it out. We also filmed that in 2020 as well, and I think it's appropriate to address, Darkness as well as this song in the same video, because I think there's a continuation of a stream of consciousness, Um, in regards to my thought process, the evolution of my perception. You know, I would consider darkness. In the Bible they say, in the beginning there was darkness, and then God said, "Let there be light." So I consider darkness to be the first song in the series, and clarity I consider to be the third song in the series. And there's a second song which we haven't released yet. I think we're gonna release that one next. Um, some of you know it, some of you don't. It's technically still been, it's not released yet. You may have heard it or not, but it's called "See the Light." That I think that will be our next song in the series after this one. So we're kind of not going in chronological order. We're kind of doing like the Star Wars thing, where you have like the first, track, and then the third track, and then the second one. And we'll see where we take it after that. But I would definitely consider this the third track in the series, because you have darkness, and then you can see the light, and then there's clarity, so it kind of like, you have that variety in perception, if you will. But let's go ahead and get into these lyrics. I'm looking. I just finished watching the music video and everything, and this is one of those songs where I consider it like lyrically potent in regards that, like for me, it's just a solid song. I really like this song all the way through. There's not like a particular verse or line that stands out for me. Like it's just consistent, like from top to bottom. It just stays consistent. So a lot of songs, like Violent by Design comes to mind for me. I like one particular verse more than another, or I could kind of tell where when I was writing the song, I didn't really have an intention, behind the song when I first started it. There's no like real intentionality. This one, it was very almost precise, and accurate in regards to staying on topic and how consistent and how potent, each lyric was. So I would be hard pressed to pick a favorite verse out of all three of these verses. And I think each verse, like I'm saying something, that needs to be said contextually with regards to the song. In the first verse, I'm talking a lot about, how sometimes you get lost on your path, but that's a part of the path, uh, not just paying attention to external circumstances, but also within. And I think it's important to draw a distinction here, because there's a lot of noise, external noise, and sometimes it's only inside of us that we experience silence, So I know clarity, if we're talking about in regards to the senses, that concerns, visual perception, that's about you seeing. But there's a lot of, I'm just thinking about a lot of Christianity references, if you have eyes, see; if you have ears, listen, but you also have to listen to yourself internally as well. And a lot of your internal intuition will determine the best course of action, So a lot of that is what the first verse concerns. The second verse is a lot about, not quitting. Again, still not yielding to external forces, validation. And then verse 3 is a lot about, let me read that. I had something for you in a second, I just lost it. Verse 3 is a lot about, regardless of the outcome, you still have to determine where you want to be in life, regardless if you experience the desired outcome, you have a choice. That's what life comes down to. Life is about choices, you could determine, you know, whether or not you yield to those external circumstances or you stand your ground. That's what the third verse is about, you know. And I think basically how to sum all of these verses up and the song itself is, regardless of the clarity or lack thereof of your external circumstances, you can always retain clarity within yourself, you know, regardless, you know. So basically, to sum up, you know, if I was to sum up the song, that's how I would do it, you know. So hope y'all enjoyed this behind the lyrics, behind the scenes, give y'all some more context behind the creation of the song. As lyrically dense as this song is, I do recall writing it fairly quickly. It was one of those things that just like flowed right through me. It was like I didn't really have to like revisit it often. Sometimes songs might need to be revisited. I put a bookmark in it, come back and finish it later. But I think this one was just like done. It just like flowed like straight through me, like nothing, you know. But I hope y'all like this song. I know it's very different. Like I said, it has a lot of serene vibes, very chill, relaxed, introspective. So let me know what y'all think about this one. I do have some more songs like this locked up in the vaults and the chambers. You know, I know it's not like a lot of our songs. A lot of our songs does have a lot more aggressive um, energy, a lot of anger and everything like that. And then we have some other songs that are kind of like a combination of this vibe and the other, you know. Our next song, I think, is a good combination. Like I said, it's kind of bridging the gap. It's called "See the Light." It's a bridging the gap between darkness and clarity. You know, so it has the introspection and the anger. You know, it's like a fusion of those two energies. So let me know what y'all think about this song. If we should do more like this. If you don't like this song, we do more aggressive stuff. I got, you know, stuff for everybody. So let me know what y'all think about this. I appreciate y'all again. Check out Clarity, share it with somebody who hasn't heard it yet or would benefit from it as well. Other than that, thanks again. Do what you do, whatever you do, do you. After all, it's what you do best. We're going all the way up, eyes to the sky. Peace, y'all. Stay up. Descendants, and those of you who are new, I am OMA, one who may ascend, conscious trap metal recording artist. Here on our YouTube channel, you can expect exclusive content, some music, freestyles, vlogs, exclusive behind the scenes, you know, so make sure you turn on your post notifications, subscribe, like, comment, share. You know, this is community, this is about family, this is about all of us. Stay tuned, the best is yet to come. We're going all the way up, eyes to the sky.